Hello, everybody. Cedric and Cedric here, CR Wrestling Commentary. Today we'll be giving our thoughts on Ring of Honor retiring six-man titles and pure title. Now, this was reported to us by Zemo Times 2. And what he had said was, he said, sad news, Ring of Honor are going to retire the pure title, TV title, and six-man tag titles.
The TV title.
Ring of Honor only just brought back the pure title 2 years ago, and now they are going to retire it again. Apparently, the reason this is happening is because Sinclair wants to save money, and if that is the reason, that is BS. They have enough bloody money. Sorry, but I am very upset by this news. And you know what? I know it don't sound like it because just in a chipper mood, but no, to me and to Cedric, this is just disjustice.
So what they're gonna have, the women's title and the heavyweight title, and that's it, and tag team?
That's all that they're gonna have.
And then what's stupid is give it 2 years, they're gonna invent another title.
Yep. That, and look, what we have to remember, okay, and I know this does not rest well with people's ears and whatnot, but this is a capitalist regime, and we don't have, and although this is capitalism, this isn't actual capitalism. It's dictatorial capitalism. It's crony capitalism. It's tyrannical capitalism. Capitalism, hey, you win, you lose, you fail, you build back up. You can do that. That's honest capitalism.
But we got this capitalism running amok. They've been running amok for shit.
Save the rich, save the wealthy, and make sure you profit off of everybody else's backs. In truth, is kind of what this country was founded upon anyway.
You got a pack, step on it.
Yep. So, in a capitalist society, Sinclair's doing the right thing. They're doing the just thing. They're looking out for their pockets. They're looking out for their bottom line, and they're probably a publicly traded thing anyway. Not Ring of Honor, maybe,
but Sinclair.
So they're doing what's good for business, and that's really it. They're doing what's good for business. That doesn't mean I agree, and it doesn't mean that I like it.
I think it's fucked up.
But here's the thing: it's capitalism. Either you're for capitalism and what it's become and how it's run, or you're against it. And let's just be honest. I'm not going to go on a tangent, but let's be honest. If you keep voting for the same two parties, you're voting for the crooked capitalism that we have that controls these companies the way it does.
So you got to switch that around. The company's control.
This is capitalism. This is the entity, the beast. That's what this is. That's just all we got.
Yeah, and the companies are the
they're
ones
people too.
They keep the beast going.
They don't. We do. And that'd be more for comparative reasoning when I get started doing that again. But that's what this is. We've got the power to change it, but we don't because we're scared. Because the company can easily say, hey, you want to fight back? There go your job. How you going to support your family? You're screwed now. Deal with it. And you know that, so you cow down and you say nothing and you don't do what you got to do to change it. I mean, that's literally the majority of the country. That's not all of the country, but that's the majority of the country. So that's what it's for. They're going to save money. And with their news channels not doing as well as they could, then, they're losing a little money. So they got to make cutbacks in places. Ring of Honor ain't the only thing that's suffering. They're firing people on news stations. I've already read an article on that. They're cutting their ties with these little micro groups that they have and stopping the shilling to help propagandize stuff. So, at least until the midterms roll around. all this capitalism and stuff, I know y'all don't like to hear about it, but you know what? It does tie in with wrestling. It ties in with your daily, food, your bread, the gaming you can get. Capitalism ties in to net neutrality being destroyed so that they can throttle what internet they want to you, which allows Google to make Google Fiber to say you want uninterrupted internet. That was the whole point. It's the same point as saying we're going to get rid of all this YouTube advertisement revenue for people, make it harder for you to get anything. And then once we reap all the money for that, then we make another YouTube and say you can get your YouTube without the ads if you pay for it. This is what capitalism is. You find the stupid, you exploit the stupid for their money, and then you break the minds and backs of those that aren't stupid but want to fight back, and get the idiots to fight them so that they can't fight you because they're too busy fighting amongst themselves. That's all it is. I mean, literally, that's just the bare bones of it. I don't like what Sinclair's doing. I don't like this because they got billions and billions of dollars. These titles cost a maximum of maybe $6,000 to make if it's high quality.
I mean, they're already made, so that's not even an issue.
There you go. They're already made. All Sinclair would have to do is say, we're going to have arenas filled with people. They all have to wear masks. Our wrestlers will take tests, and if they are positive, they will not be here for 3 weeks to a month. And they'll get paid, to make sure they keep, a decent living, so they ain't getting all messed up and go hungry and can't and get thrown out.
And see, they word it based on what Zimmer reported. They word it very well, but basically what they're saying, by eliminating these 3 titles, when we do start back up again, we get to hire less people. That's the only way they save money.
And they're not going to have contracts. They're going to do it like the old territory days. You come in, whatever the gate is, you get a portion of the gate, and there you go.
That's what they said. They're not doing contracts.
Yeah, they're not going to. They didn't fire everyone. They just released everyone from their contracts. So now they can do it as if you're an actual independent contractor. You can only make what the company produces enough for you to make. So a third goes to the wrestlers, a third goes to the company Ring of Honor itself, another third goes to the owners. There you go. That's how that worked. And honestly, getting rid of the pure title, I'm gonna be honest with you. This y'all gonna hate me for saying this. Y'all gonna hate me for saying this. But get rid of the pure title when it comes to professional wrestling without all of this is not the, how can I say, it's not the right thing to do. It's actual opposite of that. But in the public eye and in the eye of other professional wrestlers, which I use loosely, it is the wisest thing that they can do by getting rid of the pure title. And the reason being is because Gresham, Woods, and others like that, they are students of the game. They learn professional wrestling to its core. They got it down, the moves and the psychology, when to, when not to. They don't do too much. They're always revamping things a little bit as they go. They make a great name for themselves. But most others are indie-rific, flippy flop, and if not flippy flop, get their shit in. All of it. So every match has to be 10 to 25 minutes, and they have to get every single move in. They don't do headlocks. They don't work the crowd. They don't work the ring. They don't work a hold. They don't do anything. They just go spot to spot to spot to spot monkeys. And then at the end, after burying every single finishing move that they would have, or what should be a finishing move, then they win with a fuck finish or a small package. I can DDT you, tombstone you, brain bust you, power bomb you, gouge your eyes, stunner, ace crusher, all of that. It means nothing, especially off the top rope, because they kick out of everything. And then after a hit, small package.
Let's see.
So yeah, they don't have
the Ring of Honor audience.
They're professional wrestling fans.
Yeah, they are.
Every fan is more or less smart to the business. To an extent.
They're all professional wrestling fans. And if you weren't convinced of that, all you had to do was watch Final Battle, Roxy versus Willow.
Roxy versus Willow. The crowd saw it just like we did. Just like I'm sure Zemo did.
Roxy was outclassed and absolutely should not have retained.
Willow was trying to put her over, but the problem is
Willow
Roxy, and Roxy doesn't know how to work with someone that size.
Mm-hmm.
She has done it before when she housed Willow in that match.
But Willow came in, I'm trying to win a title, Willow.
Yes, that was a different Willow.
Different Willow, and it was amazing.
And the crowd saw it. The crowd saw and understood that this woman is a professional wrestler. In the age right now where, please y'all, please bear with me, please. In the age in the United States of America where it is all right and okay and encouraged to be as bigoted and racist as you want to be, as you were raised to be, in front of a predominant white audience, where you get the black girl being cheered,
the overweight black girl,
black girl being cheered over Roxy, the babyface white girl. It wasn't about color.
It was about ability.
Professional wrestling transcends color, and people look at ability, skill, determination, dexterity, the overall performance of a character, of a person, of an athlete. And as you pointed out, and as you have said, Cedra, Willow showcased all of that.
And put out stuff we hadn't seen before. Her aggression, her ring generalship. She won that crowd over like Rocky in any Rocky movie.
Yes. And now Roxy, she lost the belt now?
She lost the belt to, I can't remember her name.
I can't remember her name, but she's in.
I like her. I like with the little I've seen of her. And she's got an awesome name and interest and look. She's on Impact. Her name is Italian, and it reminds you of opera music. I can't remember her name.
It's all right. It's
bothering me
because it's a name, but it's an awesome name. So our apologies for not remembering it on the spot and whatnot. But when we see her, we're like, it's her. We mark out for that. And you know what? It don't mean we dislike Roxy.
Roxy just got more work to do.
Yeah, she's young.
She showed what she can do, and she's a good wrestler. She's young with lots of room to grow.
She's got the psychology down and everything. And I'm going to be honest with you, as much as angry as I was with that match of Willow and Roxy, I have to be honest with both of you, Zemo, you, and in addition to anyone else listening to this, I'm going to be honest with you. I felt bad for Roxy because at one point, you see wrestlers, they do their thing, yada, yada. No, Roxy, at 2 clutch points in that match, I saw her confidence drop to nil. And that kind of broke my heart. I was like, poor thing. She knew what was going on. She knew how the crowd was responding. She knew how she was looking. She knew it was, wow, this is that moment. They're disliking me because I'm looking like a scrub. She looked like a beginner in that ring.
The train was derailing over and over again.
And everyone could see Willow had to perform the moves on herself to make Roxy look like she's doing the moves, but it was so obvious. I mean, I wanted to hug Roxy and say, hey, you are very young. You have many years ahead. If you got, look, you in 3 to 5 years, you should be very polished. Study professional wrestling, listen to the actual veterans, and not these high level noobs that's been in here for 10 and 20 years and ain't learned shit. Listen to those that have ran territories, who have been a part of territories. Listen to people, in the area, Jonathan Gresham, FTR, Tully Blanchard, Jay Lethal, Brody King and whatnot. Listen to Angelina Love, Velvet Sky, listen to all those people, Tim Storm, James Storm, Nick Aldis, anywhere you can get, wherever you can get information from, listen to these people and just keep learning your craft. You'll evolve above this Roxy one day. You might even change your name, but don't give up. People still love you. It's just that this match, it exposed that you are not a ring general. You're not a veteran. You're still learning, and you push through it, and you will get there. And when you one day rematch her, because certainly everybody's going to want to see that, and they're going to have their doubts because they're going to remember this. But when you show up better than what you are, when you show up that day and you perform like the epic wrestler you are, then they'll see you. And then they'll cheer for you. They'll cheer for her, and they will only want the best woman to win that match. Belt or no belt. That's what I would have wanted to tell her.
It sucks that they're getting rid of the 3-man tag because they just started doing something with it, because they actually had some factions who were holding on as factions, and not just Violence Unlimited. You had the Foundation. You had Shane Taylor Promotions, the Righteous, Los Ingobernables, the Righteous. Lots of groups to go for that title.
Los Facción Ingobernables.
Thank you. And the Ring of Honor's multi-man tag matches were always fantastic. They do them better than anybody else. They're never boring. They're never predictable. And so it's such
the format, but it's never boring.
Yeah, and so it sucks that they're going to do that because finally some factions we were having some inter-faction war.
Yeah,
and it was good. It wasn't boring. The whole OGK and Vince and them, that got boring. But everybody else, they were doing well. So it sucks.
And the TV title, I'm not gonna lie, Ring of Honor was like bastardizing their own TV title.
Yeah, it's not the way it used to be. So that
it was bad.
It wasn't bad.
It was bad because nobody
was wanting the TV title.
Yeah. Nobody was wanting. After Shane Taylor lost it, it had a little thing and then piff.
But when the Pure title came up,
they pushed that to the moon.
And the TV title wasn't really important because it's like, look at this.
And plus, I'll be honest with you, getting rid of the TV title might be the best thing to do, because what would you do with it? Like, just be honest with you, National Wrestling Alliance, they got a good thing going. They got the TV title, 7 wins in a row, shot at the world title.
Yeah.
The television title was always their rank 2 until WCW made made the United States title. And then that became number 2. TV title was number 3. TV title was just there. So WCW screwed up their own TV title, but National Wrestling Alliance, they got it back. And 7 wins, you get your shot. So that's good. That's good to see. And
they have to say this is for a different one, because hadn't Tyrus had 7 wins?
Tyrus had about 9 billion wins already. But here's the thing: if Tyrus challenges Murdoch for that title, he ain't gonna win it.
No, he's not.
You have got to let Murdoch hold that belt. I'm gonna say until October,
at least.
Or until next year, March, and then all right, they'll be like, we got to put it on somebody else. That's what they'll do.
They'll do something like, okay, he drop it for a bit and then get it back. They did that with Aldis and Cody.
Yep, Cody was their worst champion. That annoyed the hell out of me watching him as champion, because he won and he looked good, and I was like, wow, this is okay. It's NWA, wow. And then he started showing the goofy, and I was like, oh crap.
Yeah.
So Ring of Honor getting rid of these titles, the TV title, I wouldn't want them to get rid of, but hey, I get it. But that they could just keep the title, they just keep the prestige. Yeah. They ain't got to pay more. Be like, look, once we get things in profit mode, okay, we're gonna, ump it up. But right now, it's just prestige. Help us hold on to the prestige of these titles, yada yada yada. Ring of Honor was an alternative to the garbage wrestling that we're seeing.
Hopefully, there'll still be an alternative. We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah. I think they're finally done, because they did all the taped shows and they're still, maybe they got one or two or something left. I don't know.
No, they had their, matches of the year, so I think they're probably done.
Yeah. I want to thank you, Zemo times 2, for letting us know this, for filling us in and whatnot. And this is our first commentary of the year, but that this is it's sad and it's angering. It's angering to a little bit. But here's the thing: nothing lasts forever, even destruction. Just keep that in mind, Zimbo. Even destruction doesn't last forever. Where there's skyscrapers and malls and storage shelters, and one day it gets old and crumbles and breaks down, and what happens? The planet rejuvenates in that area.
And they build a Sam's Club.
Yep. And then they'll build a Sam's Club. And then time it'll happen again. That'll break down, and then there'll be overgrowth, and then someone will come in and clear that out, and then it'll be a Wally Mart. So these titles go away. They're just on the shelf, and when Ring of Honor gets their shit going, I'm pretty sure they're gonna bring them back or something thereof. Or maybe they could generate an actual new title that's worthwhile.
Yeah.
The pure title, it'd be nice if they evolved it into they just call it like the traditional title.
I just hope they don't add a lightweight title.
Huh?
Hope they don't add a lightweight
title. God damn, I hope they don't. Because everybody there is almost either a lightweight or a super heavyweight.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. Keep it wrestling, keep it simple, and don't let Bandito get that heavyweight title again.
Yeah.
Just don't let. I love his energy. I like his promos. It was adorable. It was cute, but he changed heavily when he started getting his title push before he even won it.
Yeah, because they kept throwing him in the ring with other luchadors.
And
he does better when he doesn't wrestle luchadors.
Yep.
He gets to use a different moveset, a different game plan, and it's more enjoyable to watch.
I would like if Ring of Honor consulted Jim Cornette. Just consulting. That's it. Call him up. Hey, we got this idea, yada yada, and Jim be like,
go fuck yourself.
Yeah, probably. He probably would. Thanks for calling. Fuck you. Bye.
Yeah, I'm in my house. I'm happy.
Yep. I hope I spelled retiring right. If I didn't,
RETIRING.
Okay. I want Ring of Honor to do well. I don't want them to fail. They can't fail. They can't. Now they're gonna be like GCW. Fuck them. I ain't gonna lie. If they're gonna be that, fuck them. But Ring of Honor, NWA, they need to rise. And maybe, I don't know, I can't wait to see the first Terminus show, but that will need to rise. If you can get out of the small time independent scene and get on TV, I don't care if it's Fight TV or whatnot, just get on something, get more recognized, get noticed, get more fans, build your stuff up, get out there, get on national TV, and don't become publicly traded. That's it. That's it. It's a conservative country, so get on TV, don't do AEW stuff, no cursing like that or anything. Keep it clean, double entendres, but nothing filthy. Do your promos, make them mean something. Get some brawls here and there. If blood happens, it happens. That's how I would do it. But we're gonna get up out of here, all right? It's opened up with this one. It's damn near 24 minutes. She's got sleep to get to, and I've got maybe some promos to think of doing or something for CR Fire Pro. So with that, this has been Cedric and for Cedro Owens, CR Wrestling Commentary. Thoughts on Ring of Honor retiring 6-man titles and Pure title and TV title that I didn't have for the graphics. Thank you for your time, patience, energy. Y'all be safe. Take care of each other, yourselves, your family, your neighbors. Good night. See you next time.